I want to show you this bit too. You can use a location. And okay, yeah, the lookalike audience is US based. So obviously our locations have to be within the US. But let's say the majority of our traffic comes from big cities in the US, not the outlying little villages and suburbs and things like that. You can just click this arrow here and click include cities only. And look at that, the potential reach has gone down. So that's one way of doing it. If you know that your customers come from just the big cities, or if you just want to target the big cities, big, well-populated areas of the US. Alternatively, you can either exclude states, cities, regions that you know don't convert for you. For example, let's go Texas, county. Oh, sorry, you have to include first. So let's include the United States. But then we're going to constrain this by excluding Texas. And there you go, it's gone down to 1.1. So we've removed the 100,000 people. Let's say, for example, for some reason, you don't ship to Texas, something like that. Or perhaps it's against the laws in Texas, I don't know. But for some reason, you don't want to target people in Texas. You need to make sure that you're doing this. You're adding this constraint. You're excluding the people in Texas from this lookalike audience. Because if you don't, you're going to spend money on reaching those 100,000 people, and it's going to be a waste of money. So yeah, let's say Arizona as well. You're not shipping to Arizona for some reason, and it's gone down another 100,000. So we're making this audience more precise here. Another way of doing this is, of course, instead of including the US and excluding counties, states, you simply include the list of states that you ship to. So let's go California. Let's go New York. There we go. 160,000 people in this lookalike audience. So, as I said before in the previous video, this lookalike audience by itself is going to be incredibly targeted. They're very catered towards what you are putting out there, what content you're posting. Because the lookalike audience source is made up of a custom audience of people who viewed 75% of your video. People who viewed this content and enjoyed it enough to watch 3/4 of it. So this lookalike audience in itself is already very catered toward what you're selling, what content you're putting out there. But if you can constrain it, perhaps you're only selling to people in California or New York, or you run a business and it's got 2 physical locations in California and New York, then you can make this even more precise, even more catered to you by either adding the US or the country and excluding places that you're not bothered about, or by just including the specific places that you are bothered about. And again, you can always, if you want to do it very quickly, you can just put in the US, just to remind you, you can put in the US, use the drop down arrow, and include cities only. If that's something that is appealing to you, definitely try that out.